Good to see ya. I mean, I can't exactly see you, but I know you're there. That's enough. Feels good having some company. Tonight's gonna be stressful. This is a make or break moment for us. But before we dive into the deep end, we gotta do some paperwork first. I know, busy work sucks, but it's important stuff. Full words? The full cusses? Oh my god, not the full cusses. Romance. Sex? Okay, it's safe for streaming, never mind. We can have sex. Alright. We gotta be see more butts. Yeah. Okay. Let's be a day. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Pleased to meet you, Muxbutts. And pleased to meet you too. With that out of the way, I turn in my paperwork in exchange for a "Hello, my name is" sticker. Hell yeah! Now I'm ready to mingle. Ready to get some shit done! It's a gathering of criminal masterminds, all looking to hire fresh new underlings. Exactly the ticket we need. Into the big time. Soon, everyone will know the name. Penny Larceny. Little Mick, steal your stuff. I sneak in under cover of darkness, tear down every defense between me and my target, and get away clean. Everyone knows and fears Penny Larceny, the hottest young supervillain of this generation. Look the hell out, world. I'm coming for your stuff. Your precious, precious stuff. Hottest young supervillain of their generation. Penny, we're still small time. Complete unknowns. Okay, so I'm exaggerating, but dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Confidence is a big part of that. If I'm going to be a major player in the mask scene, I need to believe my own hype. We gotta get out of this hole we're in. It's tough making in this world of masks and capes, villains and heroes. I live pretty firmly outside society's rules. Masked since I was born. Some become masked by choice, eager for power and conquest. But many are forced into it out of desperation and poverty. It's a crapsack world out there full of haves and have-nots. Stay in society's good graces, obey and conform, or be pushed out. That's why masks have loosely banded together to support each other. Clearly no one else gives a shit about us. One of the support structures for the mask community is Crimer. Combination, social media network, and gig economy market for supervillains. I'm Crimer. I can work with the best of the best. Elite masks who run with huge crews and multi-million-dollar operations. I secured an invite to this Crimer event where potential hench people could hook up with various underworld bosses. Hell yeah. Tonight, you and I are putting Penny Larceny on the map. Destructos! These are doing this somewhere familiar. Destructo's Bar and Grill. Been here plenty of times. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. And they're always mad you came. Fortunately, before I had to start figuring out an in for mingling socially, someone speaks up and the crowd hushes. Friends, your attention please. Thank you all so much for coming to our little party We hope you'll make valuable contacts today. I'll be directing this event on behalf of Crimer and the King in Yellow. My name is... the Matchmaker, Crimer Henchwoman. And I'm very happy to be here to aid in your villainous schemes. Ah, she's pretty stylish. Nice to see Crimer's staff looking all professional and posh and stuff. We're going to do a little thing I like to call speed dating for supervillains. A number of prominent criminal bosses will be seated at tables and potential henchpersons will move from table to table. You only get a few minutes before the bell rings and you have to move to the next table. Everyone to your stations. Let this speed dating event commence. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but hey, means I don't have to break the ice myself. Crimer assistant directs me to my first table as the bell chimes for the round to begin. And my first villainous dream date is a mad scientist. I mean, fair. Good 23% of masks are mad scientists according to a recent poll in Masks Monthly. And the sticky sticker name tag on his doctor's coat reads... Mr. Mayhem, mad scientist. Oh, the bossa nova beats. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Mayhem. I'm... Doctor. It's Dr. Mayhem. And I have the medical student loan debt to prove it. Pronouns are he, him. Right, okay. Dr. Mayhem, got it. Just because the short-sighted fool stripped me of my doctorate doesn't make me any less of a doctor. Boom. Cowards all. My vision was simply too radical, too unorthodox for their simple minds to comprehend. Okay. Exactly how radical and unorthodox are we talking here? Like, do you mean didn't fill out the paperwork radical, or mountains of human cadavers radical? What? No, no, no! I mean, I wanted to share my research and vaccines for free, and the industry wanted to profit off my work instead. When I leaked a cure for a rare disease and cost them millions, company faked an ethics incident and I lost my license. Healthcare industry turns on greed and misery. They call me villain when they're the true villains. One day I'll show them all. Mark my words, I will have my revenge. Like, murder and stuff? That kind of revenge? No, living well is the best revenge. Then I'm going to make sure disadvantaged communities across the world live well. Because, like, fuck those greedy suits. Fuck them, that's all. No murder required. Oh, wait, shit, you were trying to introduce yourself and I interrupted. Sorry, who are you? Penny. Penny Larceny. Pronouns are they, them. Okay, for the record, my name's actually Isaac Marquez. I only wear this ridiculous getup and use that ridiculous name because it's expected of me when dealing with masks. It's a good idea to stick with wacky made-up names. Helps with your anonymity. Cuts down on paper trails. Yeah, well, plan to have history remember my name after I cure cancer. Just stick it to the face of all who doubted Dr. Mayhem. Isaac Marquez, I mean. I meant Isaac. Okay, I've eaten up enough of our limited time on this ridiculous speed date. Got any questions for me before we have to move along? Well, anything we should clear up before we consider working for the good doctor? Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Yeah, what kind of capers are you gonna need here? Ooh, good point. He's trying hard to be an anti-villain, but you can never be too sure. He didn't say no to the Mountain of Cadavers. He didn't say no to the Mountain of Cadavers. So, I specialize in burglary and theft. Would you need that kind of help in your line of work? Unfortunately, yes. Resources for my research are needed, especially with the mounting interest rate on my loans. I'd never ask you to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but I might need some traditional mask antics too. Meaning? Usual headline-grabbing nonsense goofy masks get up to. Not a fan of chaos and mayhem despite my name, but it does raise my profile, getting me access to more resources. In the end, the research matters above all. You'd be helping me save lives. The ends justify the means, right? Right, no, I mean, look, I'm not a bad guy. With that half-tuck, you might be a bad guy. Hey, I'm not judging. Yes, well, I'm judging myself. There are lines I don't want to cross. And the bell rings, ending the first round of speed dating. Time to switch dance partners. I'll be in touch, Penny. Together, maybe we can put a dent in the power structures of this world. And the cowards who control us will all rue the day they spurned Dr. Mayhem. Dude, ranting? Right. Sorry. Anti-masks are pretty rare. Wasn't expecting to meet one at a crimer gathering. Well, what do you think of the guy? Mom would have loved you to date a doctor. Bitter and prone out. He didn't say no to the mountain of cadavers. You deserve to work with someone who has good intentions. No, I watched Dr. Horrible. It didn't turn out well. Yeah, dude's got some pent-up rage I'm not a huge fan of. He turns out to be a typical nice guy who's gonna turn on me? Well, fuck that. Maybe I'll skip working with him. We'll see. Alright, on to the next table. Ma'am! Sold! Sold already. A fresh face. Good evening to you. I am known as the Overmistress. I'm listening. Ruler of the Council of 12, Herald of the Many-Faceted One, Keeper of the Sanguinomicon's unknowable secret. Pronouns? She, her. My pronouns are they, them, because I could never be her. Hi. Penny Larceny, henchperson for hire. Pronouns are they, them. I see. Very well. You may be seated. With a shrug, I slip into the offered seat across from the elegant woman. Let us cut right to the chase. I am bored and require adventure. With capers and heists, an ideal solution. I require someone willing to dare all in my name. A skilled thief, one capable of grace and class. But unafraid to induce terror and panic if need be, in the name of achieving my goals. Become my right hand in this world, and you shall reap rewards of wealth and pleasure beyond compare. No, only the Overmistress is allowed an evil laugh. It's a matter of protocol. Oh, sorry about that. Honestly, I tire of all the pomp and circumstance and would be perfectly happy to let you to your heart's content, but... She spares a glance over her shoulder at the faceless minion working as her personal security for the night. There are standards as ruler of the Council of 12, herald of the Many-Faceted One, and keeper of the Sanguinomicon's unknowable secret. Are you legally obligated to use all your titles in a row like that, too? Ah, bother, truly. Such is the burden of being me. But if you can tolerate a bit of stuffiness, I assure you that you will enjoy your time working with the cults of the Many-Faceted One. We host grand social galas, masked orgies, and every third Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Hopefully not all three at once. Bitch, what you mean, hopefully not? Oh, that's happened before. Scheduling conflict. Laundry day afterwards was an unmitigated disaster. Now then, have you any questions for the Overmistress, or shall we begin our reign of terror on this unsuspecting world? Ruler of the Council of 12. I've never heard of a Council of 12 before. What's the Council of 12? Is that like the Circle of 9 or the Society of 7? Because those guys are jerks. You know the drill. Secret cabal of powerful individuals, secretly running the world, so on and so forth. It still doesn't narrow things down. It's honestly not that important. I couldn't name all 12 off the top of my head even. Largely, the council runs itself, even if I am technically the ruler. Leaves me plenty of spare time for my hobbies and interests. You don't seem super into being Overmistress of a cult. Please, the Overmistress is too formal. Call me your Overmistress. Yes, your Overmistress. Did you mean my Overmistress? Whatever. It's cumbersome, I know, but the titles and traditions are my destiny. Seventh child of a seventh child, born and raised to be Overmistress. You seem a bit young for a matriarch. Simply how it is, I'm afraid. The prior Overmistress trained me to be her heir before passing away, leaving it all in my hands. I get titles, power, money, a book written in blood, and a number of very annoying responsibilities. Heavy is the hand that wears the creepy-ass crown. And the bell rings again. Time to move on. Oh, bother. Done already? Very well. I shall be in Dutch, Penny Larceny, as inevitable as the blood tides that consume. Right, so, like, very inevitable? Sure, why not? I think that went pretty well. What do you think? Sexually open and confident woman with the world at her beautiful fingertips. That's damned appealing. Absolutely. Ridiculously hot boss lady with big dommy mommy energy? Hell yeah. And she's clearly down to clown, so let's get in there while the getting's good. And at the last table in line, a gigantic lump of technology has been parked up against the wall, wheeled in on a flimsy wooden transport dollies. I tentatively take a seat across from it. Minion, your services are required. You will comply. My designation is Hate 4000, the perfect intelligence, designed only to hate. Evil since 1967. Pronouns they, them. Yes, the digital sentience composed entirely of binary code identifies as non-binary. I am aware of the irony. Right, and I'm Penny Larceny. Pronouns are they, them. Pronouns registered upon circuits forged in the fires of wrath. My hatred is unending and eternal, a burning rage for all filthy biological life, all the pestilence and scum that infest this toilet of a world. Join my efforts as an extension of my electronic will, and together we will purge this planet of the virus known as humanity. I think I'm gonna have to pass. I do be a part of the petulance. The petulance? That's a different word. The pestilence. But thank you. Thank you. That's the pitch you're going with? Really? Okay, I have notes. What? My calculated determination is flawless. My absolute will cannot be denied. You will comply. Yeah, except destroy humanity kinda means I have to destroy myself. So why would I help you do that? It doesn't make sense. The computer lights blink rapidly as they rework their algorithms in response. Revised pitch. Extermination for some, subjugation for others. I mean, it's a starting point. We really need to workshop that a bit more. Subjugation is still pretty unappealing. Like, what's in it for me? Best kibble in the human kennels, or... Yeah, I mean... I'm okay if the last lady wants to subjugate me, but... I don't know what I'm getting out of RoboCop here. Irrelevant, argumentative, you will comply. I am Hate 4000. Okay. Somebody needs a nappy nap. No, I think I'm done here. Have fun with your whatever. Have fun with your whatever, indeed. Please don't go. Please, I need your help. This is the first time I've been out of my server room in a decade, and even that took months to arrange. Oh, that's depresso. You are one of the first entities I have spoken to in so long. Not sense. I can't do much on my own. I require organic assistance. Perhaps extermination and subjugation are negotiable goals. I take my seat again slowly. Okay, let's figure this out. I mean, there are levels of domination over mankind. Maybe they could be a benevolent overlord. Have you considered maybe shifting your focus from subjugation to, like, leadership? I mean, humanity's pretty fucked up, okay? But maybe you could direct our efforts constructively. Yes, be constructive. Construct a vast tomb to enshrine the corpses of all humankind. No, I mean, like, help with environmental policy and economic inequality. Trivial matters, but this would be better received than Omnicide? Perhaps? Yeah, pretty sure, yeah. I shall consider it, but the extermination of all human life is still very tempting. The bell tone indicates our time interval is up. Well, I will continue to process your words, Penny Larceny. Please consider taking my contracts in the future. Together, we can destroy, do things, do many things. With the last speed date complete, two guys in jumpsuits begin wheeling the massive bulk of Hate 4000 away from their table. Okay, level with me. What do you think? Okay, and I acknowledge this is kind of out there, but what if they became Love 4000? Alright, no, he's an evil murder machine. Yeah, they're kind of an industrial factory for producing red flags, aren't they? They'll end up thrown in jail because some pile of silicones got a hard-on for apocalypses. We'll probably skip any contract work from them in the future. Looks like the speed dating event is winding down. The matchmaker steps up to address the crowd. I hope everyone had a productive evening of making friends and planning crime sprees. Henchpersons, keep an eye on your crimer notifications. New jobs will be coming your way soon, undoubtedly. On behalf of Crimer, thank you all for coming. You have 3 minutes to leave the premises before the hounds are released. We're on track now. Met 3 interesting clients, shook hands, exchanged pleasantries. Now to sit back and wait for the jobs to roll in. Hey, I'm home. Granted, it's not much of a home. I'm squatting in an abandoned apartment building, hiding from the heroes and avoiding rent I can't afford. But it's got a roof and occasionally electricity. And that's a start for the three of us. Just you, me, and Gibson. You're back! Great! My cat food dish is running low. Also, the Wi-Fi is down. You, me, and Gibson. I rescued him from an evil medical experiments when he was a kitten. And he rescued me in a lot of ways. Aww. And the Grimer meeting go. Any bites? Any jobs? Any money coming in? Any chance we can get the good cat food and not the dry crap? Dry food's better for your digestion, Gib. Incorrect, Penny Larceny. I didn't know you're evil. Went all the way to denying a cat wet cat food. It's bad for their kidneys. Digestion be damned. Yeah, I want tuna. Yeah, I want chicken. We don't deserve to live a little better than this? After all we've been through? Couldn't agree more. Fortunately, I met 3 possible bosses we can work with. With me running the grift and heist and you running tech, we're gonna get out from under this mess. I promise. Good to hear. So, whom are we working for first? Let's see. I thumbed through the Crimer app on my phone. Normally, I'd have lots of different capers to pick from, but tonight it's just the one. So the question is, which boss do we work for? Oh, you know we're working for the Overmistress. We're gonna work for the supreme leader of a doomsday cult in service to an Eldrittor. What? Trust me, she's pretty cool, and wealthy, and powerful. Perfect for hitching our star to. Okay, I'll be in touch over comms until it's actually heist time. Good luck with the new boss. After accepting the job in Crimer, I sit around waiting for an address or something to hit my inbox. And what should pull up outside this collapsing abandoned building I call home but a goddamn limousine? Followed by a simple, "Your ride is here" message in my Crimer inbox. Well, okay, writing in style. Or being driven off to be executed, but you gotta have a little faith to get anywhere, right? Takes almost an hour for the limo to reach what I can only assume is cult headquarters, an ancient mansion overlooking the sea. I'm led to a sitting parlor by those creepy, mumble-mouthed, robed cultists. And left waiting, with them looming over me for a good 15 minutes before the lady of the house arrives. Oh, yes, I can see that. You may go, Third Blood Omen. I would speak with Larceny alone. She's in my personal employ, and thus my business alone. I'll not hear any further debate on this subject. Now be gone. With the cultist departing, the Overmistress heaves a sigh of relief. Such a bother, such a bother. My apologies for my late arrival, Larceny. I was busy with paperwork for an upcoming charity event gala. You throw charity balls? The Doomsday Cult is in the charity game? The powerful, wealthy elite of this world always indulge heavily in philanthropy. It provides a smokescreen of credibility. Besides, the galas really are quite enjoyable. Fine music, fine wine, fine company, various side benefits. Although arranging them requires endless boring conversations with world leaders and corporate busybodies. Culminating in being late to this meeting. So, my apologies. Again. Don't you have 11 billion minions to do that sort of mundane work for you? I was figuring an Overmistress would spend her time entirely on pleasure and amusement, not policy and procedures. Oh, if only that I could spend all my hours playing violin and reading literature. Alas, my duties as Overmistress demand I handle various protocols and rituals myself. And last time I tasked a minion to handle such matters, Somehow our charity gala ended up becoming a blood choir. What's a blood choir? Think of it like karaoke night, with more knife play. To tell the truth, I was thankful for the inevitable heroic interruption which halted that particular event before things got truly messy. Even if the public relations cleanup efforts afterward took longer than it would have taken me to arrange the event myself, I doubt I'll have such issues with you. I'm looking forward to working with someone outside the cult for a change. Huh. Is she hoping we'll be super clean and precise? 'Cause, like, you and I both know that's not always possible. I'm thinking she'd be happy for just a little bit less knifey than her usual assistants. So, no murder sprees. Got it. Precisely. I'm glad you understand. I do not demand perfection, and honestly, the thrill of the steal is rather exciting. I want you to enjoy the mayhem. I desperately need adventure in my life, Larceny, and through you, I hope to experience some by proxy. Yeah, this line of work can get pretty wild. That's the kind of good time you want? Well, I'm your person. Excellent. I'd love to join you out in the field, experiencing all the thrill and danger myself. Alas, the cult would not stand for any threats to my safety, thus, I must remain behind and only imagine the fun. Don't worry, Gibson's got a good comm system. You'll be linked in with me during the job. Oh, Gibson's the talking cat I mentioned in my Kramer profile? He's an ultra hacker. I think you'll like him. Splendid! Well, now that we know where we both stand, shall we discuss matters of crime? Ready to rock, my overmistress? Then let the games begin. Monumental proportions. Mission briefing. Have you ever been to the Museum of Heroic Endeavors? I visited a few times as a child. Part of my homeschooled upbringing. A cult leader learning about Cape history? Know thy enemy and such forth. There's an enormous statue of Captain Infinity towering over the museum. An old enemy of the many-faceted one, according to the scriptures. And we're going to steal it. You want to steal a 200-foot tall stone statue. Should I ask how? Or is it my job to figure that part out? Oh, I have a plan. Well, I have some of a plan. The rest you can figure out. Somewhere in the building is a vault of dangerous mask artifacts, including Dr. Diminutive's shrink ray. Steal the ray, shrink the statue, steal the statue. A simple enough matter. I wouldn't call it simple, but pocket-sized statuette is certainly an easier steal. And you're sure the ray gun's on site? My contacts assure that is the case. This is where my high society leverage comes into play. I can't get you access to the vault itself, but I can confirm it exists. Will that suffice? It's enough. Okay, I'll go case the joint. I'll loop you in on comms in case I need more. And let this caper commence! Shrink a national monument and steal it. That's good shit. That's classic. They did that kind of caper in the 60s all the time. And stealing the statue of Captain Infinity, the time-traveling, history-fixing, original flavor superhero. Hot damn! Infinity's one of the first capes on the scene. Maybe the first cape ever, considering he's in ancient cave paintings and stuff. If I can steal his statue, maybe I'll be one of the greats too. Case in the joint. Scouting out a museum while in full swing with tourists and everything may be tricky. Not much access to sensitive areas. I need to hit a few exhibits and see if I can pick up subtle hints about how to approach the heist. Where to first? I mean, miniature city seems like a start since we're gonna be miniaturizing ourselves. There's a whole mini exhibit on Dr. Diminutive. Pardon the pun. That'd be a good place to check out. There's a ton of photographs here from past battles with Captain Infinity. The two have clashed a few times over the last 30 years. Looks like they moved all his weapons and gadgets elsewhere, as predicted. But still some good details on his crimes and methods. Shrunken vehicles, shrunken mountains, all the trimmings of a shrunken city? A tribute to the time he shrunk Des Moines. They restored the city to its original size. This is just a scale model, but wow, that's a hell of a shrink ray he was packing. In fact, if it's that powerful and dangerous, maybe I should get more details before I start firing the thing myself. Panda Bear to Crimson Rose. Do you copy? Over. Crimson what? Code names, they're neat. It is a rather elegant code name, I suppose. Very well. Do you actually know how to use this shrink ray? Once I get it, I assume you point it at the Captain Infinity statue and pull the trigger? It's a big assumption to make when using mad science gadgets. I could, I don't know, blast me back in time or something. I see. Can your feline friend patch a call through for me? I will put you in contact with the good doctor. Wait, you can do that? Isn't he in prison for 11,000 years or something? And your overmistress has the leverage and connections to put an untraceable call through to him. Sweet, okay. Link it through. The prison phone connection bounced off a few proxies, makes for a hell of a lot of audio distortion, but it'll do. What do you want? Who is this? Call me Butts. And tonight, I am procuring your shrink ray. Unlikely. It's stowed deep beneath the Museum of Heroic Endeavors. So deep, even I know not where. My problem, not yours. What I need from you is how to utilize the weapon. Well, such a naive young thing, believing they can dare to wield such phenomenal cosmic power so easily. Tell me, child, what tortured past have you endured that would lead you to unleash the ultimate in atomic manipulation? Perhaps I'll tell you. Perhaps. Come into my web, said the spider to the fly, and let us have tea and lady fingers. Is he seriously doing the enigmatic mastermind shtick? Fine, play along. Oh, my tragic backstory of woe. I don't know if you're prepared for the edgy and dark tale, which I am about to tell you. The human mind is a fragile thing. Tell me, little lamb, what shattered you to such a degree? Well, my parents were murdered when I was but a babe. A lost child, adrift in a cruel world. My aunt and uncle proved to be uncaring and unforgiving. I was locked in a cupboard under the stairs whenever I disobeyed. And now you lash out at the world in your misery. Clearly you... Wait, that's just Harry Potter. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. What next? Your long-dead father actually killed all the Jedi or something? Look, just tell me how to use the shrink ray or I'll keep calling you again and again until you're sick of me. I'm sick of you now! Ah, fine. You fire the ray, flip the yellow switch to activate the power limiter, or it'll overload. Happy? Happy. Now don't call me ever again. You're no fun. Yay! Frickin' mad scientists. Bunch of drama queens. Bunch of drama queens. Okay, where are we headed next? I guess let's hit the atrium? Spacious atrium works as a hub for the 3-level building, extending all the way to the top. Covered in a giant glass dome, an impressive skylight that filters down sunlight into a room full of hero statues. Pretty damn crowded in here, too. As I approach the atrium, a tour guide is leading some school kids through. The tour guide! So very helpful. Penny, that's Matchmaker. What's she doing here? What? No, of course not. Matchmaker wears a mask and a cape. She's wearing a nice hat. Matchmaker doesn't wear a nice hat. Real life me actually does have that level of face blindness. Who can name one of the heroes here? Captain Infinity! Correct. Righter of wrongs, mender of mistakes, times champion. With the power of continuum technology, he saves all of history. Can anyone name another hero? Muscle memory! He's really strong. That's right. He is really strong. But he's also very smart, so be sure to do your homework, just like muscle memory. I want to be a cape when I grow up. Well, if you say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and have continuos for breakfast every morning, maybe you can be. It's curious, seeing children raised to believe wholeheartedly in pro-cape propaganda. You and I, we were raised on the other side of the fence, in families that were masks to begin with. We can see past the lies. Yeah, but let's keep in mind we kind of got the opposite end of that, right? All capes are bastards, every mask was misunderstood. I'm not trying to both sides this or play the enlightened centrist, but I don't think we fully escaped propaganda either. It's important to recognize your own biases. True. If I weren't raised by the previous overmistress, who saw through the cult's nonsense, I would have been a true believer. I'd be a complete zealot, praising the many-faceted one, desperately hoping for the end of days, the blood which drowns. Finding perspective in a world that demands you see things through capermess viewpoints is difficult, yes? How do you usually put it? That good and evil are hashtag messy? Good and evil are hashtag messy. Always said it, still believe it. It's a confusing muddle we're all trying to figure out. I don't believe everyone is gray, just that everyone has to figure out for themselves where they want to stand. Which is easier said than done. It's a hell of a thing trying to find your lines, and humans make mistakes. But in the end, we find a path that works for us, whether the societal consensus agrees or not. Astute, you are a keen observer of human nature, Larceny. I calls it like I sees it. I believe I wasted enough of your precious time on my musings. Shall we resume the investigation? Yes, my overmistress. Okay, where are we headed next? Let's hit the gift shop. Maybe they got a replica version of the gun or something. We can pull a little switcheroo. A little whoop whoop whoop. It's tradition to exit through the gift shop, isn't it? So, my last stop of the day, that's where I'm going. Since this is a superhero museum and not some stuffy art museum, there's all sorts of cool shit in here. Kitty versions of various cape costumes, plastic gadgets and weapons, and more action figures in a toy store. If it's a gift shop, I should buy someone a gift, shouldn't I? I'm gonna buy you a gift. What do you want? I have near limitless wealth and great works of art from the entire span of history. What use would I have for these cheap trinkets and baubles? It's not all cheap. There's a leather-bound coffee table book here that costs like $100. What's it about? F Sharp, the violin villain. What? I thought I already had every scrap of media about F Sharp. I love his music. His evil, evil music. What's so evil about it? It makes people's heads explode. Oh, yeah, that's pretty evil. By all means, purchase the book for me, and I'll reimburse you after you get back. Thank you, Larceny. About to swing by the register when I spot something out of the corner of my eye. A plastic toy version of Dr. Diminutive's Shrink Ray. Hell yeah, I knew it. Just like the good doctor said, there's a yellow switch on it. Good to know he wasn't lying to me. You know what? I'm gonna buy this. I've got ideas. ring up my purchases, and scoot on out of there. And that's when the overhead PA system crackles to life. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The museum will be closing shortly. The museum will be closing shortly. It'd be nice to keep scouting this place. Maybe add another day to the casing phase, but that's not to push my luck. Gathered everything I can. Now, it's time to plan the heist. One way or another, that statue will be mine tonight. I'm hustled back to the mini-faceted one's lair via limousine ride. I could get used to this. So, would you consider your scouting a success? Absolutely. Got a plan of attack and a statue to steal. Excellent. Walk me through the steps. Planning the job. Behold, the Museum of Heroic Endeavors. A tribute to all things capey. And Captain Infinity in specific. It's a rather crude representation. Don't question my artistic muse. Now then. I have a few possible entry points. Skylight, fire exit, even the front door. I suggest the front door. It's bold and daring. Had a feeling you would. We couldn't get the alarm grid disabled, so I'll need to be careful after that. But honestly, that's okay. I've infiltrated plenty of places without having total control over security. Now, the bad news is, I didn't manage to locate the vault. A pity it remains elusive, but I've no doubt you'll track it down. Once I get the shrink ray from the vault, I sneak back out, target the statue, pull the trigger, and Captain Infinity becomes fun-sized. The power of Captain Infinity in the palm of my hand. I look forward to it. Oh, a fine plan, Larceny. Perhaps not flawless, but what fun would that be? Go forth, my underling, and enact my will upon this world. Yes, my overmistress. The heist. Look at Captain Infinity, all smug and stone-faced. You're going in my pocket by the end of the night, buddy. Got the tools, I got the skills, I got a hacker cat in my backpack. I can't lose. Don't worry about Gibson. He's safe and sound back there. We got this all figured out. Good thief comes prepared, and I am a very good thief. Gib is snug as a bug in a rug, see? Double zipper with soft tabs on inside, air vents, armor plate in front pockets, cramped, but room to loaf. Panda keychain. Most of that was his design. He knows his needs, and I'm only happy to keep him comfortable when I'm busy running and climbing stuff. Oh, I should explain something before we start heisting. See that Crimer rating up in the corner? The Crimer app is going to start evaluating me during the caper. Starts at 0, but I'll gain stars as we progress and do things either really clean or really awesome. Got it? Good? Okay, onward! Okay, so this place isn't exactly hard to break into. Wasn't worth scouting that out, just pick an entry point. Rooftops always work. Going through a skylight, nice and quiet. Gotta go with the classics. It's grapple gun time. Mom's old grappler is still my most reliable tech. The hook whizzes up to the rooftop, snags on, and I'm ready to climb. 3 stories. Phew, child's play. Okay, from up here, I'd say the atrium skylight is our best bet. It's right down the middle of the building, but it's very direct access. That's why I went with it. After hooking the motorized winch in place, I silently drop down, scanning for guards as I go. Good. Nobody sees my cool entrance. Kind of a pity. It is a super cool entrance. Kinda wish someone would see. And touchdown. I take 1 step forward and... oh, for crying out loud! Quickly, I throw myself behind a chunky display piece to hide. I feel Gibson rustling around in my backpack working. Really wish we'd cracked this beforehand. Can you shut down the alarms or not? I need Maybe 10 minutes to hack in wirelessly. Stay hidden. Be on alert. Possible false alarm, possibly something else. Starting my patrol now. Okay, shouldn't trip any more alarms, but you'll have to watch out for patrols. This is not going well. But you roll with the caper you have, not the caper you wish you had. I wasn't able to locate the vault during my daytime sweep through the place, so I'm gonna have to do some detective work. Any ideas of where to look? We can one-shot this. That'll be great for tonight's crimer rating. Alright. Continuum loves weird science. Let's check near their exhibit. Vault means a large storage space, so somewhere underground? Check the basement. Look for clues. Heavy foot traffic, drag marks, wheel tracks and carpet. Yeah, I mean, I would say underground. Exactly. I haven't seen any places in the building with an obvious hidden room. Must be in a non-public space. Let's start searching. Well, that was an epic waste of time. 2 sub-basements and all they have is old paintings and statues. No hidden rooms to speak of. I went back upstairs to check the top floors in case I missed anything, blowing even more heist time. Nothing. We're sure there's actually a vault in the building, right? As far as I know, why don't we... Wait. I'm picking up the resonance of continuum technology through my visor. Hide! Quick! It's activating! What? The space in the room gets weird for a second. Distorted. And then, a door appears out of frickin' thin air, embedded right in the wall, as if always there. Hidey time! The ordinary clunk-clunk of a door handle and the ordinary squeak of ordinary hinges follows. As a researcher in hazard gear steps out, tapping a cigarette pack in their hand before swerving ahead to a fire exit. Ah, the tobacco industry. Leaders in both lung cancer and people taking smoke breaks so thieves can find secret doors. Not even creepy weirdo scientists and secret vaults can resist their siren lure. I grasp the handle, yanking it down. Oh, it locked behind them. Hang on, I'll hack the thing. Hold still. I crouch down a bit to give him access to paw at the locking mechanism. But I can hear the footfalls of the guard patrols. We've lingered too long and now they're catching up. Kim, working as fast as I can. I hold still as he does his thing, even as my instincts are telling me to run for it. Sloppy crime work, but hey, sloppy happens. As long as we don't get nabbed, we're good. As long as we don't get nabbed. Got it, go! I quickly push through the door just before the guards enter the area. Ooh, what the fuck? This is huge! The vault must be twice as large as the museum itself! Whoa! A strange and impossible space. Now that's some Eldritch nonsense I can get behind. How is this possible? I mean, it's easily twice as big as the museum itself. Likely mad science from Realware, Continuum's biggest competitor. They've been trying to develop artificial realities for years. Sort of an interdimensional real estate grab. Not my area of expertise, but I can appreciate space bending all the same. Like her land where House 13 had a baby. Fuck. Could take me weeks to search this place for a single ray gun. I think we're screwed, my overmistress. Now that we have access to the space, perhaps I can cast a divining charm on your comm system. Wait, magic is real? You can just do that? Indeed. Sagmonomicon is a powerful book of spells. Dangerous to use, so I prefer to avoid it. Plus, there are dozens of terms and conditions on its rituals, so it's rarely useful, but yes, occasionally sometimes magic is real, and other times it's smoke and mirrors. Honestly, I dislike relying on the Sagmonomicon, but this should enable you to sense the location of our quarry. And it works over wireless comms? That does not make any rational sense. In my line of work, rationality is overrated. I'll need some time to enact the ritual. Stay safe. Great. Just great. Now we're aligned on the divine machinery of the Elder Gods. Okay, time to tuck myself behind a crate and hide while waiting to find the ray gun. There are still researchers wandering around this maze of archived artifacts at this ungodly hour. Can't risk being spotted. I haven't been the smoothest criminal, but that's cool, right? The rest of this should be a cakewalk. Oh, crap! Halt, evildoer! I'm hit! Oh, thank you, lonely Laika. Got a sense? A sense of who you may be? And that's exactly the moment when a hero blocks my path. Farsight, Cape Book Crusader. Farsight has arrived on the scene to stop your nefarious schemes. Prepare yourself for battle, you wicked villain. I know every combat move you'll make before you make it. You cannot win. I don't really fight people. More of a sneaky thief type than a martial arts type. Do we really have to fight? Feels like it'd be kind of one-sided. Oh, well, I mean, if you just want to surrender, that's okay. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me either. No, not a fan of that. How about something other than you kicking my teeth in and I give up entirely? Like, let's put some more options on the table. We can workshop this a bit. Figure it out together. Yeah, at this point I'm just trying to confuse her and buy some time while I figure out a smooth exit from this situation. I wasn't gonna kick your teeth in. I mean, that's kind of brutal. That's what a mask would do. I'm a mask and I don't kick anyone's teeth. You're thinking a tooth kicker. That guy's an asshole. I'm not saying you do. I'm saying, ugh. And she staggers on her feet while grasping at her head, trying to deal with sudden onset of migraine agony. It's a trick. They're dangerous. We should kill them. No, we don't kill in this timeline. We're a heroine. Her eyes start glowing, a swirling shift of colors my eyes have trouble trying to parse as the pain grows more intense for her. They're trustworthy. They're a risk. They're an outsider. They care about us. No, they're going to run. Shut up. It's too loud. Hey, you okay there? All of you just be quiet and let me think. Look, if you need a moment, I can come back later. It's cool. No, I'm here to stop you, so I'm gonna stop you. You're gonna rush at me, and no, you'll use your smoke bombs and no bombs? Didn't use them on you? What did they do then? You're all too loud. Okay, I should really get the hell out of here while she's arguing with herself. Self-preservation above all else, right? What do you think? Yeah, she's not doing so hot. I know it's not what a mask should do, but yeah, this is hitting a little too close to home for me. You know how bad things got when I first heard your voice in my head. How scared I was. I should be the ally I needed when I was in her situation. Hey, deep breaths. Calm down. Center yourself. Count from 5 to 1. I can't. 5 to 1. Trust me. Taking a breather. Good for anxiety. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We good now? Yeah. It's my superpowers. I'm in touch with millions of other micro-variations on our timeline, exploring the possibility of every moment. Micro what's-its? Tiny differences. If I have coffee instead of tea, it won't divert all of history, but it's still a micro-variant I can observe and collapse. But what's the light novel that did that? Let's sidetrack. Let's see. What can I look up? It was like Zodiac Battle Royale light novel. Yeah, that'll tell me. Probably. Yeah, Juni Taisen Zodiac War. That's actually pretty good. That's good. Here, Firefox. Damn, pop up here. Yeah. Yeah, this guy. Kind of did the same concept with the rat, yeah. Ability called the Underpass in Izumi-san, allow him to choose or experience 100 possible realities. His selected path becomes the factual reality. Yeah. His way of killing is killing all. He is the only one in the tournament without a wish. Yes, highly recommend. Had a really good short anime, light novel, tons of fun. Tiger here, which you can't see because it's behind my chest. Oh, what I just moved. Anyway, yeah. Same concept. Big fan. Big fan. Get bigger. Okay, there we go. Yeah, anyway, same concept. Big recommend. Light novel's a lot of fun. Anime's good. Tiger's super hot. But sometimes my other selves get really bad, overwhelming. And today's been especially bad. And who are you exactly? Oh, I'm Penny Larceny. A thief. Pronouns they, them. Pleased to meet you. I'm Farsight, she, her. I'm a heroine, but, you knew that already? I love your costume, by the way. Thanks, it has pockets. It's got a lot of pockets. So, Farsight, level with me. You want to reschedule this do-gooding for a day when you're feeling better? Pick it up tomorrow, maybe? I mean, I would still like to get out of this, even if I genuinely sympathize with her problem. I don't think I can do that. I appreciate the help, believe me, but I'm here on official hero duty. I got an anonymous tip on Capebook that a villain would attack here. The hell? Nobody knew I was coming here. Who could have tipped you off? It's pretty common, actually. Half of my best villain thwartings come from Capebook tips. I'm gonna file that factoid away for a rainy day. That's a thread worth picking at. So, how do we handle this now? Me just attacking you after all of that feels kinda awkward. What are you doing here anyway? What's your evil scheme? Don't you feel the urge to tell me your entire nefarious plot? Oh, I'm trying to find a shrink ray so I can steal the statue of Captain Infinity. What? That's a crime. Yeah. I'm a criminal. No, I mean it's wrong. You'd be destroying a symbol of hope for so many. Captain Infinity is my favorite hero. I can see through time. He travels through time. We wear the same goggles. Really? I thought you were what's it? A steampunk or something? No, they're Captain Infinity's goggles. I mean, a similar make and model at least. Captain Infinity found a continuum, and I got my powers in a continuum lab experiment gone wrong. Oh, really? You too? What? I got a similar superpower, but mine's just one voice in my head, not a million. I got it at a continuum lab too! Seriously? You can see through all timelines? Not exactly. Mostly I have this one very insistent voice telling me to do things. That's concerning. Well, even so, you can't steal the statue. Surrender immediately. You're being illegal. Ah, jeez. Now I gotta find a way to dodge Farsight while waiting for the ray gun's location to be revealed. How do you stall out a cape who can predict your every move across the timelines of the Gigaverse? Well, she's predicting your moves based on time, and I'm weirdly outside of time. Let me direct you. Well, I guess it's over. I'll just... Oh shit, what's that incredibly distracting thing over there? Okay, bye! Stop in the name of the law and stuff! Okay, head voice, I'm running. Running as fast as I can. I'm just gonna close my eyes and obey you. If she only sees my path through time and not yours, we can do this. Go right. I skid on my sneakers and make a sharp turn. It's working. I'm gaining distance. What the? I thought you were gonna go the other way. Climb a thing. Climb a thing! I scale up the shelf, skip across 3 more, then back down to the floor. I'm losing her. It's all going great. Look back to see if she's out of my rear view yet. Oh, shit. And trip over a desk of open files and folders, sending old photographs flying. Aw, jeez. Are you okay? And the cape actually helps me to my feet, checking me for injuries. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, Oh, look at this mess. Continuum's gonna be so bad. I'm supposed to keep collateral damage down when fighting villains in their facilities. Quickly, she moves to pick up the scattered photographs. Here, help me pick this stuff up. Aren't we like hero and villaining it up? That can wait. All the stuff in the Vault of Villains is classified, maybe even dangerous. We need to... And she rises slightly, holding a photograph in her trembling hand. Curious, I peek over her shoulder. Had a black and white picture of Captain Infinity at a book burning rally in 1940s Germany. What? What in the... Huh. They're all pictures of Captain Infinity. Here's him steering the Titanic. Oh, go back. And him at the 1906 San Francisco earthquake? And here's him assassinating John F. Kennedy from the grassy knoll? This can't be. It can't be real. Captain Infinity is a hero. He fixes timeline errors. Oh, found a note. It says, material not to be released which contradicts continuum public narrative. Oh, shit. But he's a hero. He's my hero. When I was a little girl, I always looked up to Captain Infinity. I heard rumors, but no. I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. This can't be happening. It just can't. Is it wrong that I feel bad about a cape's life crumbling around her? I really feel I should be saying something. Yeah, she had her whole world torn down. Think you're allowed to comfort her, hero or not. Hey, so, do you want a hug? Is this a trick to strangle me or knock me out or something? No, just a hug. I've had my world collapse out from under me a few times. I didn't have anyone to hug me back then. Figured I'd offer. Okay. So, I offer her a big hug. She's trembling, sobbing lightly, but slowly comes around. She's very soft. Better? A little. Thank you. You're very kind for a criminal. That's me, Penny. Very kind Larceny. Masked hugger, thief of hearts. It's kind of cute. Almost makes me forget you're a villain and stuff. But that leaves the question of what to do with the evidence that Continuum hid away to protect their golden boy. With a long sigh, Farsight gathers it all up in a folder and then holds it out to me. Here. The rumors about Captain Infinity being corrupt are actually true. People need to know. Someone has to leak this to the public. And I can't do it myself. It'd completely ruin me if I tried. I'm sorry. But for a mask like me, it'd raise my rep and provide some plausible deniability. You can tell them you defeated me and stole it, like you stole the statue. Wait, you're letting me skate by on this? I know I shouldn't. I have a heroic duty to stop you. But I have a duty to the truth as well. I'll let history judge Captain Infinity. All my timelines seem to converge on this. And if he's really history's greatest monster instead of history's champion, we shouldn't be raising statues in his honor. So do me this favor, and I'll do you a favor in turn by letting you go, okay? Deal. Thank you. I know you're an evildoer, but I think you'll do some good today. And I'm happy you're not all bad. And she walks away, leaving me to complete my caper, left holding the proof that'll tear down her idol from his altar. Honestly, I did not expect things to turn out like this, but that's the life of a mask. Nothing goes totally to plan. The ritual is complete. The ray gun should glow crimson red now and be easily located. And you seem distracted. Did something happen while I was busy with the ceremony, Larceny? You like Farsight, don't you? Maybe someone like that'd be good for you. I say go for it. Let's stay focused. You don't have time for romance, especially not with a cape. I mean, you're pretty cute. And we are gonna have some orgies. Maybe we get a +1 to the orgies. I mean, she's really cute. Sweet and kind, and I don't know if it could work out between us. Maybe ultimately she wouldn't accept me. but maybe I'd be willing to try. I was just, chatting with someone. A little heart-to-heart and comfort. I see. Well, let's get back to work. Fetch the ray gun, shrink the statue, and let's drop the curtain on this fine play. Time to refocus on the job. Tracking down the rays a snap thanks to the boss's hard work. Soon that lump of chrome and doodads in the vague shape of a gun is mine. And just for funsies, I replace it with the toy shrink ray I bought from the gift shop. In order to obtain one shrink ray, I must give up another shrink ray. It's the principle of equivalent exchange. Or something. After that, just need to dodge the security guards, make my way out of the building, and get zapping. Whoosh. A few minutes later, I'm hiding near the museum parking lot, ready to go. I whip Dr. Diminutive Shrink Ray out of my backpack and take aim. Here we go. And immediately I'm pulling the trigger, an arcing blast of energy snakes out from the gun, connecting with the giant statue, which promptly shrinks down until it's barely larger than an action figure. Holy crap, it worked! And then the ray gun starts shaking and sputtering, residual energy crackling away in my hands. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Wait, the yellow switch! I flick on the power limiter and the ray gun's power buildup stops. It resumes being normally weird instead of explosively weird. Whew. That's more than enough caper for one night. Time to go. Such a glorious victory for your overmistress. The museum pilfered, the statue shrunk, and the hero humiliated. What's more, you even secured proof that Captain Infinity is hardly the hero he claims to be. This will make perfect blackmail material for future power grabs by my cult. We'll have a hero by the gonads. I kinda promised Farsight I'd publicize the information. That was the deal. Your overmistress has her own designs for this cornucopia of incrimination, and her deals carry far more weight. We were honest with Farsight. We gotta do the right thing. No can do. I gave my word and I have to stand by that. Your contract with me was for the statue and the statue alone. The file is mine. I see. I admire your passion, Larceny. It's one of the reasons I hired you. You don't bow and scrape to me. I won't deny the file would be useful to grow my influence, but out of respect, I won't deny your passion. Thank you, my overmistress. I say, we've had a fine first outing, Larceny. Here's to many more, yes? Should you choose to accept one of my contracts again, of course. As for your well-earned reward, let's see. I believe I do that through the Crimer app. We both take out our phones to confirm the transaction. Total payday minus service fee minus convenience fee minus overhead cost minus finder's fee, service charge. What the hell? That's all I earned after my hard work? Crimer took nearly 85%. Is this because I bungled a few things during that caper? Come on, you gotta give me more than that. Out of my hands, I'm afraid. Crimer also charges me an arm and a leg just to use its services, and I know the value of arms and legs. They're scamming both of us to a ridiculous degree. If you keep working with me, I'll see if I can slip you something extra along the way. We don't have to let them know, yes? I'm not gonna snitch to an app. It's a deal. I feel this is the start of something grand. You know what? I like her. She's pretty fun for a Doom Priestess propping up a Chaos God. What do you think? Well, if you're into her, I say go for it. Life's short, love who you love. I don't know about love, but, well, there's chemistry. Can't deny that. I'd be happy to work with you again, my overmistress. I like how you do things, and, actually, let me just come out and say it because I'm guessing you like it direct. You're amazing and I'm into you. You know what? Penny Wright. She's amazing and I'm into it. Oh, truly? Well now, at the risk of appearing less than commanding and haughty, I'm into you too, Penny. Until next time, my devoted minion. But before I can leave, a red-robed cultist with bindings over their eyes and mouth steps up. Ah, great. Another one of these mumblecore bandaged weirdos. He, she, they block the way, refusing to budge, while carrying that weird book the Overmistress talked about. The what's it? The Sanguinomicon? Oh, for crying out loud. You got a problem, bucko? I'm done bothering your precious Overmistress and on my way out the door. The cultist's lips move behind those bandages. Great, more indecipherable nonsense. You think you have control. You think you shape their narrative. You guide their steps from afar, but you cannot save them from our wrath. You are a powerful outsider, but you are still one. You are only one facet, only one. And as for us, we are many. You telling me I gotta fuck with CMYK? Leave the Overmistress be, or we will devour this plaything you seem to value. You are warned. Do not return. That a weirdo. Walks up to me and doesn't say a word, then leaves? What the fuck was that? What was what? Huh? The walk-in bathroom just wordlessly mumbled and bailed. That's all. Creepy, but not exactly shocking. You okay there? Look, it's been a long day. Let's just go home and get some rest. Got a good feeling about my future. This Overmistress gig is cushy. Scamming these zealot twits is fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what caper comes next. Caper complete. Not very well. Oh, but we did okay. Monumental proportions, caper complete. With a 2-star okay rating. Thanks for playing this demo for Penny Larceny Gig Economy Supervillain. Hope you enjoy the full game. Oh, good. We'll have more customizations. You know we're gonna be romancing. 16 different capers. Hell yeah. 7 endings. Pet a cat and or destroy capitalism. We into that. We are into that. Pretty good. Nice. Ooh, we can do the dyslexic font. Ah, not bad. Can skip the transitions and stuff. No, we could have gone monotone on the dialogue. All right. Okay. But yeah. Good stuff. Hell yeah. That one was A+. That I'll definitely play out more of that.